Hi everybody, I'm Elisa and welcome to my channel Lunar Elise. I'm here for the end of October reading for air signs. That's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? Beautiful air signs. I'm here for you. Some of the things that we're going to be looking at is what is the new moon at the end of the month bringing in for us. And that's the new moon in Scorpio, okay? And then we're looking at our emotional, mental, physical energy that we're putting out, getting in, whatever. And what did we learn this month, as well as what November is, bringing in. What do we kind of need to prepare for? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and before we get started, I just ask that you go ahead and take a deep breath with me. And I ask that we're present, grounded, open to receive messages, and that I can be a clear channel. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and lay the cards out and start by picking two for what is the new moon in Scorpio energy bringing in for us. The Magician in reverse and the Three of Pentacles. So this feels like if we're not too careful with what we're manifesting, we're going to be faced with juggling too much. And this is in all aspects. It's kind of like, I almost feel like, is it overspending? Is it overthinking? Is it being too emotional? Is it, it just feels like maybe air signs got excited and saw what they could do with their mind, and now it's kind of like a balancing act, the way I'm seeing the way these pentacles are portrayed. Okay, so let's go ahead and do two more cards for what is the new moon energy bringing in. All right, so I feel like back, whatever we were manifesting with the Magician in reverse, we're now bored with the Four of Cups, right? And then the Knight of Wands. So yeah, the things that we were going after emotionally, or just, magician wise in general, like physical, mental, and emotional, we're not seeing what we have, but we're also just noticing, how we had this power, but now it's like, are we really that happy? I'm glad I had the ability to do all this, but with the Knight of Wands, it seemed like it was like maybe jumping the gun. And jumping the gun in the wrong direction, or just not being open to what's around us. Okay, so let's go ahead and get two more cards for that. The Five of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, so, to maintain this like really nurturing energy where we are feeling satisfied, or maybe it's like, maybe we've been giving too much, and it's about kicking those things out. I'm gonna try to clarify that with the John Holland Psychic Tarot. So I got, wow, that card flew out, so we're gonna take that one. And what is the Five of Wands about? Okay, yeah, because we had a lot of choices, right? This goes back to the Magician that we had in reverse. We had a lot of choices, and I think they all offered healing energy, passion, right? Because that's the Sun card. That's Leo energy, and so I think with the Five of Wands, it's saying like, yeah, we had all this passion and all this stuff that we wanted to do, and we like with the Queen of Pentacles, we seemed like we were from like a really grounded place to give all this stuff, and but we mismanaged where we were putting what we really wanted to, with the way the Five of Pentacles card is splitting the financial, material, what does that say, changes, right? We are needing to make some changes, and I also hear this card interpreted as, feeling left out in the cold, right? And so maybe we had all this stuff with the Queen of Pentacles, but with the Five of Wands, it's just figuring out, where we need to change things to make everything more balanced. And so we're not feeling like we're left out in the cold, and realizing that everything we have around us is good, right? The Queen of Pentacles, we have it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and see what is the new moon bringing in that regards to using the Shamanic healing deck. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one card for that. Ooh, forgiveness. And it's a 2 and a 3 making a 5. So it's about communicating that. And I think communicating forgiveness in the obstacles and challenges of the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles, and allowing yourself to be like, you know what, like, I might have made the wrong choice there. I might have gotten a little like greedy here with the Magician in reverse. I might have bit off more than I could chew. And then I'm missing out on this other stuff that I really wanted, but I just gotta let it go, right? The new moon is gonna help us to bring that letting go of missing out ultimately, and yeah, realizing we have everything that we need. Okay, so let's go ahead and shift our focus to what emotional energy our air signs in right now. We're confused. And so we're needing to emotionally withdraw. And it kind of, I think this goes back to the new moon energy about where we had our choices. And the Eight of Cups is saying, yeah, like we need to emotionally withdraw, because 7 of Cups, we had all these emotional things that we were excited about, some not so excited, some we just, did poorly at manifesting. So it's taking back, what with the 5 of Pentacles that we saw, where can we be more balanced, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get a Black Moon Astrology card for the emotional energy for air signs for till the end of October. I have. See, Taurus? This is saying, yeah, you do have everything that you need around you. Take the time to nurture that. Be more receptive to what you do have around you. Be receptive to forgiveness. Let's go ahead and get a numerology card, right? About more of that emotional withdrawal. That was a lot that we dropped there. So I'm going to do some more shuffling. It's time to focus on what we want. And you see how this is a 78, and it was the 8 of Cups and the 7 of Cups also making a 78, making a 15, making a 6. So yeah, I mean that's my male. So it's changing. We want to have a career that we get to express love. We get to receive love, right? We have love, and it's shifting our focus to that, because ultimately, all those things that we have to pick from, it's what we can do for ourselves that's bringing emotional satisfaction, right? Reassessing, planning, all those good things, okay? So we'll go ahead and get John Holland Psychic Tarot. Oh my goodness, that one came out. Firm foundation. This is the 4 of Pentacles, okay? This is a firm foundation, to our spiritual career. The thing that, really is going to bring us happy, so that when we do start manifesting with the Magician energy again, we can come from it from a more grounded place, where we're not just like happy to be getting everything that we want, right? Like left and right. You ask for a sign, you get it, but just ultimately being more grounded, okay? So that's what our emotional energy is actually asking us to do. One more card. 4. So the Emperor. Yeah, right? Be more grounded. Be discerning about who we are giving our ideas to, our emotions to. And just know that we're grounded through it all. Okay, so I don't think I pulled Shamanic Healing Oracle for that. The emotional energy. So let's go ahead and do that. Masculine energy, right? That's that Emperor energy. That's that firm foundation. Maybe we've been a little messy with expressing our emotions. Maybe we've been, tactless, not coming from a place of love, not from a spiritually whole, heart-centered place. So I'm going to grab a Moonology card for the emotional energy. A new start is coming, new moon. Right, and what did we talk about with the, just previously with what the new moon is bringing in? It's a new start, and it's a new start to that firm foundation, not letting other people kind of take our energy, not letting ourselves be discontent, creating that schedule, that routine that we need to be more emotionally satisfied and not give our energy where it isn't serving us. So we'll go ahead and do now, shifting again our focus to mental energy for the end of October. So the High Priestess in reverse and the Two of Swords. Intuitively, we know what we want, but we're still, it's like at a stalemate. And I want to do 2 cards of why is it stuck. Well, there's obviously love there, but with the 6 of Cups, but the Knight of Swords in reverse, like the offer still isn't moving forward. Whatever this mental energy we're feeling, that's a block. And so why is the Knight of Swords in reverse? 2 cards for that. Well, again, Knight of Cups, the emotions there, but in a sense with the 2 of Wands here in reverse, it's having a hard time bringing, have we waited too long? Is that what it feels like? Can we just move forward with the memories and live in the past, right? Can we just have that instead? That feels better than having to, with the High Priestess in reverse, dig up all those things that we don't really want to dig up. Because there's love there. There's love going on, whatever this is. This definitely feels like romantic. But, maybe it's impatience. This person that we're dealing with, ourselves that we're dealing with, we still have some inner work to do so that we can trust our intuition more, okay? So let's go ahead and do, and I think it's hard as an air sign myself to let myself feel instead of be in my mental energy. So what are we, I guess with this mental energy, what are we blocking? Holy shit. A love partnership. That's exactly what I was saying. It feels romantic. Yeah, we're holding back here at the bottom of the deck, a new beginning. I'll go ahead and do some cards from the John Holland Psychic Tarot about what are we mentally conflicted about? 2 cards for what are we mentally conflicted about? Ooh, I got 2 here. And then this one. Yeah, moving forward, because we feel like there's going to be emotional rejection. I feel like we know that it's going to be the end of a cycle and that it ultimately means positive movement forward and definitely like this love. but we're not happy with ourselves. We're not in alignment emotionally with ourselves. And I think a lot of it kind of has to do back to the forgiveness about the new moon energy. Forgiving ourselves where we haven't been able to be in emotional alignment, even the way we might have mistreated people. Right? Come forward too early with the, oh shit. I was going to try to dig up some cards for you guys, but yeah, where we came forward with the Knight of Swords with something that we wanted, and it just, didn't really work out, right? The Three of Cups, and I am reading this one in reverse, not typically, but, it's ultimately going to bring in what we want, okay? So in the physical, let's go ahead and shift to there. 2 cards for end of October, what's coming in the physical. Yeah, it's being stuck. Nine of Wands in reverse and 6 of Wands in reverse. So it feels like this is something that we kept trying to persevere, try to get over, abandon, push away. But they're still fighting it. But I feel like it's dying out. The wand is dying out. The fire is kind of leaving. And let's go ahead and pull 2 cards about that. Why are those 6 of Wands and 9 of Wands in reverse? And Chariot, and then the 3 of Wands. They're in reverse because we haven't moved. We haven't brought that emotional and mental energy into the physical. And maybe that is just, realizing what partnerships, what alliances are truly making us happy. Okay, so let's do 2 more cards for why aren't we moving forward? Because there's still some healing to be done. The Ace of Cups in reverse and Temperance card. We want that Ace of Cups right side up. We've been pouring our cup out, right here, to all the wrong people, to, maybe not giving ourselves enough love. And Temperance is just saying, we're helping you along. Your higher power, your spirit guides, whatever you want to call it, we're being guided, right? The partnerships and the Chariot. And they're 2 major arcana cards, the Temperance card and the Chariot. And so, that is about being guided to love ourselves more wholly, all right? Let's go ahead and pull some John Holland Psychic Tarot cards for that. I'm going to do 2 cards for the physical energy. I'm going to do this one. Well, prosperity begins, Ace of Pentacles, and Shadows, which is the Moon card, resonates with the Moon card. So yeah, we're gonna manifest. We're at a new beginning to manifest our prosperity, because I think we are deciding to move forward with that fight that we still have. We've realized the shadow sides, the things that are holding us back, and we want a new beginning, and it's protected, with these hands here over the seeds. So, what is the Moon card about? Let's see what the Moon card is about. Yeah, what we haven't changed, what we are changing, and it's changing being out of the passionate energy that we have that we really haven't wanted to acknowledge, right? And here at the bottom of the deck, karmic completion. And I know what we just had that in the mental energy, right? So yeah, let ourselves, let that door close, because there's something on the other side that we're gonna really like. I'm gonna go for the Numinous astrology deck. Sagittarius. So this could be a Sagittarius person that, we're talking about. I don't really think any of that, but there was the Temperance card in this deck, and so to me, it really is having that patience and moving around. Where can we put our energy to help us move forward? Maybe it is traveling, because the holidays are coming up next month, and Sagittarius season. So, that's going to allow us to, I guess, be more generous about what we're receiving, what we're giving, because we started the physical energy read with the Six of Wands and the Nine of Wands in reverse. That's all fiery energy. So yeah, the karmic completion is fixing where we are putting that kind of energy. Okay, so what did we learn this month? And that's what we're going to shift our focus to. And I do think it's interesting, yeah, that we've gotten the number 10 and the Wheel of Fortune, the Destiny card, back here. So we're really ending something here. Justice and the Fool. That's what we learned this month. We know that we can make leaps to get the things that needed to be balanced out. Libra season, right? The Justice card. We took the risks. We got the reward. And what other jumps do we need to make to keep bringing justice in the situation? What's the Fool card about? Holy shit. The Wheel of Fortune again. And the Empress card. So it's where we were putting our creative energy. Maybe we weren't working on a project that we wanted to, something that was really bringing us satisfaction and just empowerment in general. And so, we learned to just bring everything into balance. So I'm going to do 2 more cards for what did we learn this month. 2 of Pentacles and the King of Cups in reverse. So yeah, we with the 2 of Pentacles, I see that relating to the Justice card, and it's kind of like, yeah, bringing this stuff into balance. And we learn with the King of Cups, like, it's okay to be emotional. And then reverse here, it's okay to let ourselves be heard. We don't always have to put on a mask, okay? And it's when we balance out our emotions, we bring the things that we want into our world physically, right? And we end cycles. And the Empress card is a rebirth card in the sense of fertility, giving birth to new life, right? And that resonated with the Fool card that we had. So let's go ahead and get 2 John Holland Psychic Tarot cards. So, got 1. What did we learn this month? 1 more. Oh my goodness. I'm going to take these 2. Look, so we got the 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles again. Memories of love and discontent and boredom. So we made a choice here between something new and something old. And the grass was not greener on the other side. In fact, it was probably greener over in the memories of love. But we thought letting go, turning our backs on this beautiful castle, this this stuff that we saw, and I always think these cards kind of relate. And 2 of Pentacles here with the colors that we see, and those are all our choices. And then here, the reflection that we're getting in the 4 of Cups, the discontent and boredom. It's to me, it's kind of like reflective of all the things that, our chakras are in a line, our mind, body, spirit, as well as, emotions, our, physical world, all those things. It just feels like alignment to me. And, with the 2 of Pentacles, it's like, I think we thought that we couldn't balance it all. And, ultimately, like, be wiser with our choices, right? And that goes back to the beginning of the reading when we had the Magician in reverse saying, because you will be dissatisfied. And you figured it out pretty fast. That's one of the things that we learned this month. So let's go ahead and Shamanic Healing Oracle about what did we learn this month. We got Burden, and then this card flew out too. Emotional release. So whatever those memories of love were, they definitely were holding us back. And maybe that's a part of the discontent, the Four of Cups energy, is that we were trying to emotionally release it and move to something new, right? With the Two of Pentacles, the choices that we had. But the burden still feels there. And you notice, like, this is a leaf, but this is a flower. And they're similar in that aspect. And I see, yeah, definitely just like holding on to something. 10, the burden, right? That's the number that we've seen multiple times now. The karmic completion, the Wheel of Fortune card. And it's really ending that, where we haven't emotionally released, and I think we're ready to. I don't think we've quite emotionally released yet, but I think we're ready to. And it is about the things that we're not happy about. So yeah, I'm gonna get a Numinous astrology card. The Numinous, the unknown. I think we've been ignoring the thing that we've wanted because it feels so mysterious, right? Mystery, the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, intuition. Ignoring our intuition. Whether it's about the things that is burdening us, the emotions that we need to acknowledge, the choices that we've made, the things that will help us close out chapters because we're afraid of the unknown. So we're going to go ahead and pull 2 cards of what is November bringing into us. The 8 of Wands and the 2 of Cups, both in reverse. So I think we're still hung up on this overall theme that we've kind of been working on. And we're still being resistant to wanting to move forward. And I think November is going to challenge us to continue to, they're both, the wands are facing down here. So I think it's taking that, like, I almost see that as like diving into ourselves, right? Scorpio energy, and really looking at what's going to bring us emotional unity, harmony within ourselves, love. What's going to help us to keep being receptive and also giving. Because we need to know where to put our passionate, fiery energy. I think that means we're really willing to work on it. Okay. So yeah, we have the Sun card and the Tower, and that is about healing it and rebuilding this idea. Because I think when we go down and look at, look at ourselves and why we are making the choices we are with, the Magician in reverse, back to that. Why are we getting greedy about these things? Why are we, in a sense, like choosing to learn the same lesson over and over again? And now we're getting the opportunity to rebuild on that. So 2 more cards for what is November bringing in. It's acknowledging where we've been hurt. And that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to talk about it. And that's Mercury retrograde, right? So that's old energy to me from the past. That we have a fixed idea about. And we're wanting to close that chapter. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't remember quite the whole name of this deck, but it is a unicorn deck. So I'm just going to pull a card for that. What is overall, what is November bringing in for us? discernment. All is not that it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. So yeah, Scorpio energy is secretive, right? And it's saying whatever we find down there when we're searching, that it's going to show us what is worth our emotional offers, our emotional thoughts, right? The things that bring us unity, the things that don't. Discerning the relationships that we have around us, and how, you know, we can realize when they're a lesson and we're done with that lesson. So discerning when our time with that is done, right? So let's go ahead and get 2 John Holland Psychic Tarot cards for what is November bringing in. Intuition. On the bottom of the deck, the Star card, Hope. Because yeah, we have discernment, right? That is a part of using our intuition, and we're healing it. Okay, I think that's really cool. So let's go ahead and do the Shamanic Healing Oracle. Oh my goodness. Divine Timing. That's a part of the discernment. Okay, these 2 birds, just like the 2 of Cups that we started for November. What is November bringing in? We're gonna know the right time when we do need to make this offer. When we're gonna know when we have healed. Because behind that door, we already know we're looking at the answers that we need, right? So overall, I'm gonna do a Sacred Rebels card for the overall energy for the month of November. Ooh, we got 2 cards. So softly, the tender touch, and new birth, guarded, vigilante. I'm gonna go ahead and pull a tarot card for that. So the things that we feel like we've missed out on, 5 of Cups, things that we've been ignoring, we're going to be able to emotionally release it, right? Back to what did we learn this month? We learned how to emotionally release and be a little bit softer with ourselves. And new birth, guarded, vigilante. Yeah, we have a new foundation of how we communicate love. And where we have been guarded, right? Where we haven't let ourselves softly released. And this person's communicating, right? And the most prominent color in this other card is green. So it's communicating from a higher, not only your higher wisdom that you've attained throughout time, but from the heart. And so overall, I think that's a really beautiful reading for the air signs for the end of October. And if you guys liked it, please like, comment, subscribe, because that'll really help me out. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. If you would like to book a private reading with me, the information is below. I have a link to get yourself scheduled right away. It's pretty awesome. And as well as my social media. So yeah, air signs, have a good rest of the day. Thank you.